everybody, I'm Raquel Eatman, and I love to create content that is both uplifting and inspiring for risk takers. So thank you for spending this time with me. I've been taking some time to think over, today, yesterday, the last several weeks, really asking myself, how am I doing with the positivity factor? How am I staying positive or being positive in the times where I need it most? So in reality, this is happening. There's great suffering all over the world, illnesses and war, and there's all of these things. And I can't forget that it's happening because sometimes I just feel the load of it, just like you. But there are times when I do know I have to shift and move into a more positive state of being. So I want to talk to you today about really 4 tips on how to do that and to monitor yourself to make sure that you're able to feel good sometimes and that the stuff is not eating you alive, because it's so easy to do. The first thing is something I know you're familiar with, journaling. But with your journaling, I want you to consider drawing. Look at this great piece of artwork. And actually this is me sitting, I was in a waiting room and I was drawing people. It's so silly, but it's fun. It's fun. And it allows me to, now you all know, you must know, I've had not one single art class ever, but this is just my pencil and I'm just kind of doodling, and it reminds me to put my mind to the page. And this connects me to other people. So when you're in your journal, I use my journal twice a day. In the morning, I use it for 3 things that I want for myself that day and 3 things I want for my business that day. And when you set intention, very often your behavior starts to exhibit the thing that you said you wanted earlier in the day. So I try to plant that seed earlier in the day. And later in the evening, I write about my day, and I'll usually do some kind of fancy artwork. But that's a lot of fun. The second thing that I want you to think about is when you seek me time, make sure that me time is one that is colorful and maybe fresh air if you can get out in nature for a walk. Is just take some time to be with something that's alive. People are great, but sometimes you need to get away from people. And I started doing this probably, 5 or 6 years ago. I would have these walking meetings, and I would walk to the person's office, and that was my time alone. And then she and we would just, walk downtown and talk. And if I needed to take notes, I had my phone, I could speak right into it. But really seek some time in nature. That is extremely helpful. The third thing is think about a ritual, something that you enjoy, something that brings you joy. I love to make matcha every single morning. I make this gorgeous cup of tea, and there's the whisking, and there's all of that goes to it, and the sipping. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, do the rituals. They will save you some angst during the day. And finally, monitor your words, because the words will evoke emotions. So be careful with what you say. Think about what you want to say before you say it, and try your best to use a positive spin. All of these things will cause you to feel differently, which of course it connects with the brain, and the next thing you know, you're in a positive space for a while. I do believe that these tips are very helpful. They've been super helpful to me, and that's why I'm happy to pass them along to you. Please comment below and let me know what you think and how you're managing to stay more positive during these really challenging times. And of course, I'm praying for all of us that we will we'll get through this together, always together. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being with me. Take good care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.